Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're talking about prize picks for the NBA. On Monday, March 25th, we have 5 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned throughout the video to hear all 5 of the picks. I'm just one capper in Dynamo. If you want to get in the private Discord, we have 5+ cappers giving out picks. You can see big hits from members of the private Discord here over the weekend. Obviously, we haven't made videos over the weekend, but a ton of hits in the NBA, so definitely check it out. In the cappers channels, you can see they're giving out winning picks over here, so definitely join up. We also have projections that we run every morning. Those hit 3 for 3 today. Also on the weekend, we hit another 3 for 3 with the projections, so the projections have been hitting as well. Check it out. It's less than $1 per day on the monthly plan to get in there. I post more picks in there as well, but I'm just one capper. We have 5+ other cappers. You saw them posting winning picks and bunch of members of the private Discord hitting slips over the weekend, so check it out. It'll be linked down below and pinned comment. Let's get into this one though. We got VanVleet for our first pick over on the 7.5 assists against Portland. You know, VanVleet has been hitting this number a ton as of late and has been hitting it consistently on the season as well. He's really turned into, kind of more of a scorer on Toronto to getting to be an assist guy here, especially with the emergence of Jalen Green. So we could see on the season, he's hit this 52% of the time. Last year, he was hitting this just 41% of the time, and definitely in different offense. But this year, you could see, especially as of late, you could see he went on a stretch of like hitting this in 10 of 11 games, it looks like here, maybe even 11 of 12 games here. Some blowouts, he's barely missed this one as well, with getting 7 in these last 15 games here. He got 7 twice and 8 or more in every other game. Pretty crazy. And playing Portland, great matchup here as long as it doesn't blow out. You usually haven't worried about Houston in blowouts, but they've been playing a lot better as of late. Portland hopefully will have Ayton, Simons, some of their guys to keep this one close in this game compared to some of these last games where they've been playing Utah, who's been very banged up and injured in a blowout. So we can see when games don't blow out, like that one, he played 28 minutes in a blowout, but before that 39, 32, and this was actually a blowout against Washington, still got 32 minutes or more, but he'll get 35+ minutes in a lot of these games. So when he is playing at least 32 minutes like we saw there, definitely a cool thing you can do over on Outlier, which does have a free trial if you want to use this tool. Something I use every single day for player props and looking at data. 33 or more minutes. He's hit this 63% of the time this year. 48 games he's played 33 or more minutes as well. So he plays that a good amount. And really, if it doesn't blow out, he should be in line for even more than that. So that's going to be our first pick, VanVleet there. The next one we're going to go to is going to be Bogdanovic. And I just really don't like this matchup for him against Boston, especially because he hasn't been scoring super effectively this season to hit over 18 points a game, even with Trae Young out. We can look at this one over on Outlier. Something kind of interesting about Bogdanovic is actually he is struggling without Trae Young. So you can see on the season we can go to over 17.5 points, 2023. He's only hit this in 34% of games. Hasn't hit it in his last 5 games. In his last 20 games, he's only hit this in 4 of his last 20 games as well. Tough matchup here against Boston. Obviously, in this one, they're not going to have Jalen Johnson or Sadiq Bey or Trae Young. Actually, I did want to go to the points plus assists on the under, so we got to change that up. But you can see he's only hit this 31% of the season. And then we can look at games actually without Trae Young. He's only hit this in 28% of games. So actually hits at a slightly higher rate with Trae Young in. Super tough matchup here. He could really struggle in this one as well. And I just think this line's way too high. This is definitely a candidate. You can see bump. And we're actually not going to the points here. We're going to the points plus assists on the under for that second pick of the video. So let's get into the third pick now. For the third one, we're going to go to OddsJam. It's a tool over here that has a free trial as well for 7 days. Plus, you get 25% off after that if you want to continue after the trial. But How this works is they take sites like Prizepicks, they have Underdog on here as well, and they compare their lines to other top sportsbooks. So Bradley Beal here over 19 points plus rebounds, 19.5. You see FanDuel has this at 20.5. All these other sites have it at minus 130. Fliff even has it at minus 140. So a pick that they like a lot, these sportsbooks. Great way to find easy value over on OddsJam, something I use all the time as well to justify some of these picks. So coming over to here, we can lock in over the 19.5 points plus rebounds. Also, if you guys want to look if these OddsJam picks are good, we can come over and see on the season he's hit this 60% of games. This game should be a high-scoring one against San Antonio. We do have to hope that the Spurs can keep it close as well, but this is a line Beal has hit a lot. I think there is some recency bias in this one of some games where he hasn't hit this 3 in a row, but before that he hit it in 8 straight games and then went on a crazy streak of hitting this in 12 of 14 games for that streak. So one that Beal's hit a lot, just hasn't hit this in his last 3. I think a bounce back game here against San Antonio. We just need them to keep this one close as well. So that's the pick from OddsJam. Definitely check them out. Check out that free trial to find some of the best value. Next pick we're going to go to here is going to be Cory Kispert, and we're going to go under on his points, rebounds, and assists, the PRA here at 24.5. Extremely high number here for Kispert, and yeah, he's basically expected to do it all in this one. But the reason why this line is so high is because Kyle Kuzma is out. So with Kuzma being ruled out and amongst the other injuries they have, they're liking Kispert here, but I'm not really liking him. I do think Poole is going to play. Jordan Poole right now, or is a game time decision here. They do have lines up for Jordan Poole as well at 19.5 points. So to me, it seems like Jordan Poole will play. Without Poole, obviously Kispert gets a huge boost. We don't have to look at over 24.5 on the PRA. He's only hit this 14% of the time this year. Obviously, the minutes have been all over the place. 2022, he hit this in 5% of games. But looking at this year, he's hit it in 14% of games. And we can see as of late, because he's been playing a lot more minutes. He played 33 in the last one, played 37 before that, 35. 21 before that, but the minutes have been up there. But even with Jordan Poole out of the lineup, if we take Poole out, he's 0 for 2 on this line as well. So liking the under for Kispert here in this game against Chicago, which is expected to actually be fairly low scoring as well. So we're going to go to the under for Kispert in this one. For the next pick, we're going to go to that same game, Coby White on the under. Again, this game is supposed to be pretty low scoring. And for Coby White, I guess we got to type in Kobe here. We're going to go to the under on his points plus assists. Coby White, he has been great this year. Pretty good matchup here. Actually, really good matchup against the Wizards. But what we can see from Coby White on this is that on the season, he's still only hit this in 46% of games. And then we look at, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't been as effective here. So in his last 2 games back, he had 13 points, and other guys have ultimately stepped up. So he actually has been getting a good amount of minutes, 30, and then played almost 36 in the game after that. But other guys have stepped out with him out. Desumnu stepped out, and Caruso. So those guys are still getting minutes. It's not like before the injury. He was playing like 40 minutes a night, which has been crazy. Now he's been under 36 since coming back. So actually we could see he's only hit this 46% of the time, but when he plays less than 36 minutes, which is still a ton of minutes, he's only hit this 18% of the time. We can even just look at games where he's played. We can give him between 30 and 36 minutes here. He's still only hit this 22% of the time. So going to the under on Coby White for this one. I'm just one capper in Dynamo. If you guys want more picks, we also have projections over in the private Discord. I'm just one capper over here. We have 5+ cappers. You can see the projections hit on Friday, 3 for 3, and then another 3 for 3 here on Sunday. Some big wins over the weekend in the Discord as well for the private members in the Discord here. James Sanity hitting a bunch of NBA slips with some of the picks. Kanye as well, and Saint hitting a bunch of slips in here. So it's less than $1 per day to get access to picks from 5+ cappers. I'm just one of them in there, but I do post more picks than what you just see in the videos as well. So check it out. It'll be linked down below and the pinned comment, and we'll see you in the next video.